están? Sean cordialmente bienvenidos. Ya arrancamos ahora sí con toda la fuerza por la cual nos caracteriza con esta Fortnite World Cup día número 2, la transmisión oficial en español para todos ustedes. Quien les relata, su corresponsal Rowan, en compañía de mis hermanos del alma. Estoy hablando de Barnaldi, estoy hablando de Silver, chicos. ¿Cómo estamos el día de hoy y qué esperamos para esta fiesta que se viene?
¿Qué tal, Rowan? ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo está toda la gente del otro lado? ¿Cómo están todos en sus casas? Saludo enorme, bienvenidos a esta gran transmisión, a esta gran final. Y hoy sí vamos a hablar de gran final porque estamos hablando del día en el cual vamos a tener al campeón mundial de dúos de esta Fortnite World Cup.
Just a number of months, it's been amazing. They have done so much qualifiers in the online opens. There's been heartbreaks and triumphs, close calls, landslides, and today we're about to have some of the most unforgettable Fortnite experience we've ever seen. Again, these guys are competing. They've qualified over the last 5 weeks. Here's the schedule that we already went through. Yesterday, on Friday, the World Cup Creative Finals and also the Pro-Am.
And it was amazing. The creative finals wrapping up in one of the most iconic ways, having Scissors, one of the legendary beginners, the death run who went through, the creator who is there from the start, clutch up in the final moments. You saw Zan there. Now today we will have the duos competition. Pre-show is going on right now, and the show will kick off at 1 p.m. Eastern, and then tomorrow we have the solos competition as well as that recently announced Marshmallow performance that will be happening live.
Yeah, that's going to be crazy. Today, though, it's all about the duos. We had 5 weeks of open qualifiers. We already awarded $6 million to around the world for these players, and almost over 40 million players competed around the world to try to qualify for today.
And we have the 50 best duo pairings. They will be going at their share of $15 million in the prize pool, and it is all about who is the ultimate victor, because for a look out this amazing Fortnite action, and these pairs are going to be so good. Honestly, I was impressed yesterday with the Pro-Am level of skill, and everyone's like, wow, these endgames are ridiculous. Well, today is going to be not just one exponent, probably an exponent to an exponent of that. The level of skill is ridiculous, but enough from us now. We want to introduce you guys to the players, so we will have the first group now taking the stage out there. And in that group, we have Crimson, Spades, Clicks, and Skeptics, PF, Zin, and Nyx, Artgram and Falconer, and then Lennon and Tyler 15. I mean, there's so much you could say about this duo, but particularly the one I'm attached to, PF, Zin, and Nyx. Nyx has been the star coming out of Brazil, the wonder kid. He has turned his heads, but so many of these competitors are on another level.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people are keeping their eyes on Clicks and Skeptic, because Clicks' rise throughout the Fortnite World Cup online opens has been meteoric. A lot of people are wondering, how is he going to perform on the stage?
It's definitely a change in environment. Now, these were the Week 2 qualifiers coming out of NA East, NA West, and Brazil. But now, on to our next group, the Group 2, which will be out of Asia, Oceania, and I was impressed yesterday. Just total brain fart right there. End up going through there, but let's get to that next group. Today is going to be not
group
just
is
one expert,
Bell, Scarlet, it's Benji Fishy and Mr. Savage, and it's Mongrel and Mitro, and Shinken and Stompy. So this group is absolutely ridiculous. It has some of the biggest names in Fortnite.
And I mean, you can see them out there as well with Mexi and Scram, and then Cover H and Twiz. These are some of the European powerhouses, the first one to come through, but don't count out the crazy Raccoon Boys coming out of Japan. They will be able to pressure their opponents. I mean, these honestly are some of the crowd favorites. Everybody has known the announcement for Mongo and Mitro. They called it the loudest thing in Fortnite at the time, and they honestly have been making waves.
Yeah. Absolutely crazy. Stompy and Shinken, also Cover H and Twiz, which is very interesting. They're coming all the way from OCE.
And don't count out Mexi and Scram, though. We've seen a ton of their gameplay. Scram has been the one to do ridiculous thing in solos, and qualifying in that first week, it was a very tough competition. And Cover H and Twiz, we got to talk with them a little bit, and then we also got to go travel out to Oceania, go down under, and get a chance to interact with these guys. Let's see what it's like over there.
like the nature, the rivers, the parks, the people are really friendly and keen to have a conversation. Those are probably some of my favorite things.
Best thing in New Zealand for me is the internet. It's really fast. Got no lag.
It was a very tough competition. And Cover
Man's
H
got his
and
priorities.
Twiz, we got to talk with them
Cover
a little
H
bit,
and
we
Twiz
also
in the
got to
number
go
one spot.
Travel out and go down
It's actually
under
amazing
and
what
get
these
a
guys
chance
are
to
doing right
interact
now.
with these guys. Let's see
We're
what
the
it's
best.
like over there.
We're gonna put OC on the map. We're gonna go to New York. We're gonna smash it.
What? What?
Give me one for the one time. It's gonna be easy.
My name's Sam Pearson. My in-game name is Twiz.
I'm Chris Hunt. My in-game name is Cover H.
That is it.
Actually, what are we even doing?
Ah, easy, man. Easy step out of your comfort zone. Okay, now it gets steep. Good luck, have fun.
You see, bro? We're pretty great friends in and out of the game. Twiz is like really like loud and crazy. He's like always cracking jokes. He's always doing something to make someone laugh.
Look at this. Look at this beautiful place.
He also forces me into situations I wouldn't want to be in, outside of my comfort zone.
Yeah, hands off, brother.
And I think it just makes me like, like a better person.
Cover's a bit younger than me. He's a really good teammate because he's quite aggressive and he always has his own ideas or own input on what he thinks the game plan should be.
You can't place a wall if you're like right beside it.
He's running past you in shadow form. Clear your back.
Hit it once.
Mine down. Opening.
Hola.
Let's go.
We had quite
Pura
opposite
rata.
playstyles at the start. Cover's quite aggressive. He's the builder and I'm more of a passive shooter.
He boxed up.
We managed to bring our playstyles together and we started to find pretty good results.
Play this box?
We played the week 2 duo qualifiers from home. We got a couple of wins. Didn't get too overly excited, and then when we actually found out, that was crazy. It was
Pura
like the
ratita
biggest sigh of
nueva.
relief. It was like a massive smile.
Congratulations to Twiz and Cover H.
We're so excited for the World Cup. We can't wait to come over to New York and show everyone what we got.
For us, traveling from New Zealand to New York, it doesn't get much further than that. Over 20 hours of travel.
Oh, it's here, bro. We're gonna get it done.
So keen, bro.
Yeah, same.
I'm really excited to go. I want to see like Times Square. I want to see all the people, duo partners and friends being able to like share this opportunity. It's going to be good for strengthening our friendship and our chemistry. I'm really keen to go over and be a Kiwi and represent New Zealand in Fortnite.
We've always been the underdogs. I want to prove that like our region, OCE, can actually do well in esports.
The best that we can do is just come in and give it our best crack and try and cause a little bit of an upset.
Love hearing from the boys down under. They're excited to be here. Recently signed by Warriors of the rugby organization, so they want to represent them proud on the stage, and more importantly, they want to represent for Oceania. They're saying, hey, we want to say we left it all on the stage and go with no regrets. Now, on to our next group. We have potentially one of the most veteran pairs in the game. It is Saf and Zate. Brush and Sizz Lucky, Leno and Burl, and then Nate Hill and Funk Bob. And every single one of these pairs is dangerous in their own right. I mean, Zate and Saf, they were thought to be the best of the best originally, back to back going on there. And I mean, ESL Academy's first place going on, tons of online places, qualified for the Fortnite World Cup a number of times as the duo, and Brush and Sizz Lucky as well, representing Tempo Storm, and they have been very strong in terms of their teamwork.
Yeah,
But I do want to say, I think Leno and Barl are definitely an underrated pair. A lot of these teams coming out of NA West are so because they are so mechanically gifted and they're doing things faster than I think anybody has really ever seen on this sort of level. So Leno and Barl, somebody look out for it.
And they say they want to put NA West on the map. And after that, the last pair, we have Nate Hill and Funk Bong. They've been around for ages, second place at representing as a duo, and they work so well together. We're going to throw it down to a floor to hear what they have to say ahead of the competition.
What's going on, guys? Jordan Fisher here, standing with Nate Hill and Funk. We've got two remarkably gifted duos here, which is fantastic. Nate, you are a bit of a multi-hyphenate. We can relate on that level. What I don't understand is how you've managed to balance training for something as high pressure as this while balancing the rest of your workload. What's that been like for you?
I've kind of given that side of my life up for a minute just for this tournament. I've had absolutely no life except for training for Fortnite for the past 2-3 months. So I guess there is no balance in between the two. It's just been all in on Fortnite for this.
Fantastic, thank you so much. And then the two of you have been competing together for quite some time. Have your strategies kind of shifted while you've been training for this?
As the duo,
yeah, I mean, we've gone over like routes and like strats and where teams are dropping, so we've been like studying
I do want to
and
say, I think Leno and Barl, a lot of these teams coming out of NA West are so because they are so mechanically gifted and they're doing things faster than I think anybody.
Fantastic. Well, we're all very excited to see you guys do your work. It's going to be fantastic. Get up there and slay out.
Thanks, Jordan.
Thank you so much there, Jordan, and you can tell they're ready to play. They've been on the stage, and they're confident in their ability. Now, our next group has a number of players who you'll be seeing for the first time today, but you'll also be seeing tomorrow because they qualified for the solos competition. We'll kick it off with the Gambit boys, Flexi and Letwick, followed up with Crew and Chapix, Daedra and Miz of Gamers Origin, and then Nyrox and Aqua. Some of the best pairs coming out of Europe. The Gambit boys are known for being very aggressive, very pointed, and have fully qualified. So both of them playing not only together in the duos, but will be facing off in the solos competition. Crew qualified for solos as well. Chapix just barely missing it a number of times. The Valhalla Vikings duo is incredible together. They are honestly one of my favorites in terms of the duo side of the competition and deserve a lot more credit and notoriety than they get.
Yeah, absolutely. And then Daedra and Miz as well. They played at ESO Katowice with Zayt and Saf that you mentioned before. They played incredibly well out of the French community. So we'll be looking out for them, the Gamers Origin boys. And then Nyrox and Aqua. More can you say about these guys? These guys have been on the rise, and a lot of people are starting to realize how good they are.
They are incredibly consistent in one of the toughest regions, averaging one of the best placements. And additionally, we will see Aqua tomorrow as well qualified in the solo competition. We have a chance to catch up with them right before they take the stage. Jordan, what do they have to say?
What's up? We've got Nyrox and Aqua here. Nyrox, you guys have both been playing around with duos for quite some time. What is it about this duo
are so because they are so mechanically gifted and they're doing things faster than I think anybody has really ever seen.
We're all very excited to see you guys do your work. It's going to be
aspect of the game, and that's probably why we succeed that much.
Fantastic. And Aqua, what do you think makes this the perfect match for you guys?
Yeah, Jordan,
we're going to win.
Fantastic. Great. Mechanically gifted. Comms are fantastic.